Very, very nice, very, very professional, very, very impressed with the setup.
For those who may not seen you play before, just describe a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your game.
Well,
A comms picking up.
I'm from a little province, Newfoundland, Labrador, and I've been playing darts for about 30 years, but I really didn't start to travel until about 2 years ago. So my game has come a long way. It's very confident in my game, and hopefully I can do well this week and meet some new players. I've already met them. They seem to be very, very nice.
We've seen you play some CDC stuff, play very well on the CDC tour, play very well at Q School. How much does that give you confidence going into this week?
Oh, yeah, well, we have players coming over here like Matt Campbell, and they're playing in the PDC now, and I've played those guys. They've beaten me. I've beaten them. So, I know that I have the game to play with the top players in the world.
And we look forward to watching you play this week. Jacob, good luck.
Thank you.
There's a big ask for Lisa to take that out in the first leg of the week.
57.
And I
Jacob
think
Iroquois, 16.
even with her experience around the world, she may
Games
not
on
know
the
a
first
great
leg,
deal about
Jacob
Jacob, but she
Taylor.
knows a little bit, somewhat cosmopolitan look to it at the minute as Lisa goes for tops.
36.
And Jacob Taylor
Iroquois,
could double his lead with a 104.
Well, he threatened a similar mid-range finish in the previous leg with a 106. He's going to get a go at double 12 for the
Games on the
104 to
second
break the
leg,
throw and
Jacob
open up a
Taylor.
2-0 lead. This is a... Really, these have been the opportunities that Jacob Taylor has restricted her to.
54. Jacob Iroquois, 25.
I don't know whether he likes Jacob or Jake. I think it's got Jake on the back of his
Games on the
shirt,
third leg,
but on the
Jacob
score sheet it's
Taylor.
got 3-0.
How they're going to react second game, third game, but he looks so comfortable around that 91.5 region, which he's averaging at the minute.
66. Jacob Iroquois, 84.
He has looked comfortable. Tells us something about him. And we know another thing as
Game
well.
shot and the match,
He's just won
Jacob
4-0
Taylor.
against a four-time world champion, Elisa Ashton. Just take note of the truth, because Jake Taylor...
Morning. I'm looking very forward. I've been kind of watching this for a long time, so I finally got here, and now it's my time to shine, I guess. So it's good.
It's been a very good start to 2023 for yourself. Won the Dutch Open, won a Challenge Tour. The game must be feeling good at the minute.
Yeah, at the minute I can't really complain. Dutch Open was obviously not expected that much, but at the same time felt good. And last week I won the Challenge Tour. Well, I was actually playing very good, so I was like, it's a good game at the moment. I just have to keep it going, and maybe here's also the place where I just keep it going, and if I don't, I have to improve again.
Does this feel like the perfect time to play something like this, just considering the form that you're in?
I think so, yeah, because I think it's always good for me to play a few days in a row, get my level back on track, kind of. And it's very good practice, match practice, obviously. So I think at the moment it's maybe actually the perfect time for me to be here.
With that confident, have you set any goals and ambitions for this week?
Not really. I'm just gonna see how it goes, and yeah, you have all type of sorts to qualify for Saturday, and I would say that's my goal, to qualify for finals night. And if I make it, I'll be happy. But then I want more. So
We look forward to watching you play. Very good luck.
thank you very much.
There's any dart player out there.
So what you're saying is the secret to success is turning up at a doctor's surgery and hoping to pick up the
140.
flu.
Iroquois, 121.
I wouldn't go that far. Well, Berry goes for double 14 and finds the
Games on
first leg in 12
Barry
darts.
Van Peer.
And if that's not proof that he's in good form, I don't know.
52.
To
James
equalise
Iroquois,
this very
40.
good second match of the day.
Game shot on the second leg, James Hurl.
Wonderfully done. Can't ask for more waiting for the time he leaves 124. Because I'll be flabbergasted if he doesn't go treble 14,
60.
treble 14,
Barry
double top.
Iroquois, 40.
He's noted for it.
Game shot on the
But
fourth
this is
leg,
just
Barry Van Peer.
an immaculate display so far from Berry Van Peer.
So Howell has to go.
60 ball. And Hurrell does not
103.
find the centre,
Barry Iroquois,
giving Van
25.
Peer a second bite of the cherry. And it's double 8.
Game
And
shot
just
and the match, Barry Van
supreme
Peer.
from Berry Van Peer. An immaculate display on the scoring and the finishing. And we're
I think it's highly impressive. It's my first time here, and obviously I've watched a couple of times before over YouTube, and I've seen the setup they used to have. And to come from that onto like a stage with a nice little crowd, it's really nice. I'm looking forward to getting back up to a stage. I'm looking forward to it.
How are the darts at the minute?
Up and down. So prior to Q School, I had 10 months off, getting used to having a little child of my own. And then I went into Q School, we completely relaxed, wasn't expecting anything, and narrowly missed out with a tour card. Practice is few and far beyond, but I like competitive darts. I'm glad to be back. I can't wait.
Is that almost a first day back at school vibe about playing this week in this arena with these players?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, although I know the players in the back room, I've played against every one of them, it still doesn't mean that there's no first day vibe of being here. You know, they've been here before, they know what it's like, they know the setup, I haven't. So it is like a fresh thing for me to get used to and to get experience in.
And just finally, have you set any goals for the week, or is it a case of one game at a time?
It's just a case of enjoy it. You know, I've got a week away from being up at 5 a.m, so it's just a case of getting up here, enjoying it and seeing what I can do.
We look forward to watching you play. Ryan, good luck.
Thank you very much.
We'll talk about that throughout the course of the week.
92.
So is it single
Ryan
tops if
O'Hare,
tops is double
20.
tops? Or...
It was just tops. And that
Game
was
shot of the
just
first leg, Ryan
tens
Harrington.
that Ryan has. Was not happy. And he won't be happy if the top scores.
Game shot
That
of
is
the
a
first leg,
hugely
Jack
impressive
Vincent.
104 out from JV. And he snapped,
1.
put one back on Jack.
Harrington missed a dart at double in the previous leg, and Vincent took out a
69.
ton topper in the 104, but Harrington
Jack
cannot
O'Hare,
repay the
18.
favour with the 101, and so Vincent returning for double 9 with a 3-1 lead.
Double 4.
Game
And
shot
he
of the fourth
traverses the
leg,
board very
Jack
well. It is like the 57 route for that. How ironic that he gets 2 at the
134.
end of that to leave
Jack
double
O'Hare,
6.
12.
But Jack's already there.
Jack may see the finishing line in front of him.
Game shot
Indeed, he
and a
will.
match, Jack
What a
Vincent.
performance from Jack Vincent to open up his week, getting the better of Ryan Harrington 4-1 in another high-quality affair.
Ashton will come back.
69. Alicia O'Hare, 20.
Square on stance. Straight down the right eye and
Game shot of
straight
the
in
first leg, Lisa
for a
Ashton.
16-dart start. Yes, if you plan. There's 60 more. That's a nice tidy up
Alicia
job there
O'Hare,
from James.
56.
But Ashton could take the lead again.
16.
Just needed one more shot, didn't she?
James O'Hare,
She could have bumped
40.
it in off that marker. And Hurrell has a chance for the break,
Game shot on the
which
third
he
leg,
takes
James
very
Hurrell.
List in 2023.
100.
And you know what? I'm going to
Alicia
go
O'Hare, 56.
full throttle here. And this is the right time to say this. I really do think she can win a World Seniors
Game
Championship.
shot on the fifth leg, Lisa
She's
Ashton.
3-2 up, playing some decent stuff here. Previous score. But it's 95 now with 2. And the chance has gone.
40. James O'Hare, 72.
As to whether the game has gone, it's very much dependent on what James does now. And he leaves double top, which is usually bad news.
Game shot.
And it is
a
again.
match, James
We
Hurrell.
did harbour that warning that
51.
he goes for the lesser known
Jacob O'Hare,
5/16s. And Taylor was out of this leg, but now gets a shot to win it
Game shot on the first
That is
leg, Jacob
destructive.
Taylor.
from Jacob Taylor. 200.
60.
Even though he missed
Jacob
the single
O'Hare,
16,
49.
it may not matter because now it gives him options.
Game shot on the
And he's
second
obviously
leg,
pretty good at
Jacob
double
Taylor.
16. Do that against Ryan Harrington, who is licking his wounds a little bit after suffering defeat to this man right here.
60. Jacob
But it's
O'Hare,
defeat for
62.
Vincent, which is very imminent. How good is he on double 16 this time?
Game
How
shot
good is
and a
that?
match, Jacob Taylor.
80% on the doubles from the truth. And he can obviously handle the truth 103.6 with having a little
77.
bit of fire in the belly. But when you vocalize your frustrations, some players may see that as ammunition. Oh, Berry.
37.
Silly Berry.
Ryan, you require 20.
Doesn't get a shot at the outer ring.
Game shot
And
of the first
Ryan
leg,
takes
Ryan
full
Harrington.
advantage of it.
We've seen 10.
94. Barry require
And we're into the
164.
beginning of match number 6. Can we see a 164? The bullseye for Berry!
Game shot on the second
He
leg,
finds the
Barry
cherry.
Vanderveer.
To break back, it's one apiece. 5 approach.
Better from Harrington.
140. Barry
But Van
require
Peer has not
52.
missed a double yet. And he
Game
still
shot on the
hasn't
fourth
missed. And
leg,
that was
Barry
right in
Vanderveer.
the centre. Maybe not in the... Not going to get it. So Harrington may find himself at the foot of the table
93.
alongside
Barry
Lisa
require
Ashton.
20. Game
Because
shot
Van
and
Peer
that's
again
Barry
has pulled
Vanderveer.
out another superb performance. He gets the better of Ryan Harrington by 4 legs to 1.
He's not going to get a shot herself as well. She strays away from the 20 on her first start.
Just has a double check as to where those darts
50.
laid there. They
Barry
were
require
quite close to the
56.
wire as Vincent returns to 56 to take the opening leg with a breaker throw. Tops. Oh, was that the
Game
old
on the
double
first
one
leg,
match, wasn't
Jack
it? One
Vincent.
up.
Double 12. And
Game
every
shot on
time
the
she
third
looks
leg,
up,
Jack Vincent.
her opponents are finding the mark. It's now 3.
12.
I'll give him his
Oh,
due. He was
0
aggressive on all
32.
2 shots he got a double there. And indeed very confident on the single as well.
Game shot
But
on
he
the
hasn't
fourth
got the
leg,
4-0
Lisa
win.
Ashton.
He'll have to now try and get gets his pick.
Jackie require 50.
That 180 has applied all sorts of pressure on Ashton. And so now for the match, for a 4-1 win and for another impressive performance. That dragged low. But that
Game
finds
shot
its
and
way
the
in.
match,
And
Jack
it's another win
Vincent.
for Jack Vincent, who has put in
A double 5.
30.
Well,
Ryan
Harrington has been
Warner,
gifted
57.
an opportunity now. Double top.
Game
And
shot on
that's
the first
more
leg,
like
Ryan
it.
Harrington.
Ryan Harrington.
82. Ryan
He's on the
require
cusp of the double
78.
break, a 3-0 lead. And Harwell, despite those 3 darts at double, really hasn't been given any openings whatsoever. That's a poor opening dart, but he recovers it well with the second to give himself a dart at double 10
Game shot on the third leg,
for a 3-0
Ryan
lead, the double
Harrington.
break. And now
59.
Vastly
Jackie
under-delivered.
require 50.
And Hurrell is still kicking. How
Game shot
good
on the
has he
fourth
been on
leg,
tops
James
today?
Hurrell.
The only reason he hasn't got people I know.
Harwell looking to reel Harrington in here. Could be 1 dart at tops, potentially to save the match.
76.
And for once, it is a
Ryan
miss at the
require
top of the board.
72.
And it could prove costly. Very much so. 2 in his hand, a double 12 for the match. And
Game
to
shot
get his
and the
opening
match,
win on the
Ryan
board, that his
Harrington.
performances over the course of the day.
$30.
He might just lose
require
his first leg of the
32.
day right now.
Well, he's never lost a leg at the Super Series. What he has
Game shot on
now.
the first leg, Barry Van.
Ooh, 138.
114.
The old school way.
Barry require 36.
The Delaware. Surely he can't miss.
Game shot on the
There's no
second
way
leg,
he could have
Barry
missed. Those
Van
first
Peer.
2 darts were such a nice... He needs to do early on in this group.
I think 24
82.
wins this
Barry
group this
require
week.
16.
Because I think either one of these 2 people, I think they're going to get 24 points.
Game shot and the match.
But Barry Van
Van
Peer's got
Peer.
4 legs to nil. It's almost feast to famine.
Find 2 of them. Now, I think James Hull here should
54.
change the ring around and
James,
put the
you
20
require
where he's trying
16.
to aim for the double A. That might give him a bit of better luck.
If only you could do that.
Game shot.
He
on the
doesn't
first
need to
leg,
do that.
James Hurl.
Well, let's see, he could do that. And he would have had a shot at
40.
double 8 for a 2-1 lead.
As we have it, Vincent wants to target at Hurrell. Just keeps hitting.
Game shot on the third
Jack
leg,
Vincent
Jack
has similar
Vincent.
joys. He leads 2.
That
You
point in
require
the double
12.
11. But it's the other side of the board. For Hurrell. And a break of throw in leg 5.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Very well done, James.
Hurl.
There is a mistake from Hurrell in his next turn.
99.
He is free
James, you
from
require
11 on the
20.
doubles, which is telling you sometimes he needs a couple of visits to get the leg won and get the leg done. And that was the worst possible dart you could see in his eyes. But he
Game shot
finds the
and match,
fives
James
to
Hurl.
find a win that puts him on to 4. He's a sub in James Hurrell for that, didn't he? Tops for Ashton.
36.
Both players missing darts
Very
at tops to win this
require
opening
40.
leg, but it's Van Peer who has the second opportunity at the top of the shot, but that drags just below, so double 10.
Game shot on the first leg.
And here's
very
another
Van
leg.
20 for Bull.
39.
And that miss
Very
could be
requires
fatal
20.
in leg 3. Just trying to
Game
get
shot on the
rid
third
of Barry
leg,
Van
Barry
Peer at the
Van
minute.
Peer.
He's like... The goal this week is to play well and to be part of Saturday night.
74.
And that miss at double 7,
Very requires
much like the
16.
bullseye miss in the previous leg, could be very bad news for her.
It's becoming the odd miss here and there that is coming to cost her here. Because you
Game
just
shot on the
do
fourth
not
leg,
back
Barry
Barry
Van
Van Peer
Peer.
to miss anything. His visit...
Well, if you think
95.
that if
Very require
Lisa loses this game,
125.
the best she can do is 22 points. I don't think 22 points is going to win this group. Because
Game
I get the
shot
feeling
and a
that Barry
match,
Van
Barry
Peer is going to
Van
win this
Peer.
group if he keeps playing that way. That was an extraordinary 12-dart leg. Finished with a 1-2-5 checkout. Double 16.
Game shot on the second
And
leg.
Taylor is
Jacob
back to the
Taylor.
Taylor that we saw earlier on this morning. Not bad for Jacob. He could snag a lead,
39.
but he doesn't.
Ryan, you require
Opportunities
40.
like that don't come along too often.
Game shot on the third leg. Ryan
Against this
Harrington.
man, they come few and far between.
But he does want
140.
17 more for the
Jacob
win.
requires 17.
This will cap off a tremendous performance.
Game shot and the match.
And
Jacob
Ryan
Taylor.
Harrington couldn't handle the truth this time. 95.76 with 44% on the door. He hasn't left himself on a 1-2-4, for instance. Like I mentioned earlier, he might go 14s
104.
We'll leave
Very
that one
require
in the ether.
32.
for later in the week, potentially.
Game
Barry
shot
Van
on the
Peer
first
won't be
leg.
leaving this
Barry
first
Van
leg in the
Peer.
ether. It will be
He didn't think he was getting one. That's too safe.
10.
As was that one.
Barry require
Just a bit too
40.
defensive. And Van Peer comes back for tops and
Game
takes
shot
it
on the second
immediately.
leg. Barry Van Peer.
has Jack Vincent just shown his opponent 15. Right, decided to go treble 19.
49.
So Van Peer for a
Barry
3-0
require
lead.
65.
Well, we said this a few times today. You're too good, Barry. I suppose when you're that
He's on the
good,
third leg,
I'll just
Barry
have one
Van
dart
Peer.
at double. I'll still hit it. I'll still...
2 8s to finish the job.
Fours.
Game
And as
shot
far
and a
as
match. Barry
debut
Van
days
Peer.
go at the Super Series, they cannot get much better if...
James, you require 40.
We know what usually happens when James Hull has
Game
tops
shot on
left.
the first leg.
It is
James
exactly
Hull.
that. And it is an opening leg breaker throw here.
I wouldn't know. I used to play on consoles that were out before you were even born.
82.
Now Taylor gets a
The end of
look.
your require 52.
Double 16.
Game shot
Good
on the second
find.
leg, Jacob Taylor.
Which has given him so much joy today. Will he go tops tops? He will go tops tops.
Game
It's
shot on the
double
fifth leg,
tops.
James Hurl.
Little. And do
100.
lots on the board.
Games require 112.
It has to be admired.
It's a nice life for the treble set just above. And so it's going to be one down at double 16 for the match
Game shot
to finish
and the
in
match,
style.
James Hurl.
What a way to finish off for James Hurl. Back-to-back ton plus checkouts to get the better of Jacob Taylor. Back out. 56 after 15 to take the opening leg with the darts.
60.
And she is going to get 6 from here to get this opening leg done, get this opening leg won.
Game shot on the first leg,
Job
Lisa
done.
Ashton.
17 darts is good enough for that first leg. And very much like, I think going double-double there was the wrong play.
Lisa require
When you've got a bouncer
110.
like he has on that 60, I think you went for the right shot. Oh, hello. Double 10? Oh,
Game
that's
shot on the second
incredible.
leg, Lisa
You just
Ashton.
love seeing things you've never seen before. And I've never assumed that you need to get that 60
93.
to leave the
Lisa
finish. There
requires
was
6.
one other option.
Game shot on the third
3-0
leg,
lead
Lisa
on double
Ashton.
3. Leaving
He's going to try and find tops. He's had to move one way, then the other.
80.
And he nearly found a path.
Alicia required 2.
But Ashton's back for double 1.
Game shot.
And
a
she
match,
finds her
Lisa
way
Ashton.
into the point. Lisa Ashton ends her day with a 4-0 win against Ryan Harrington. It puts her on the board.